All right, everyone, time for the weekend edition of the Stats Edge Trading Wrap-Up with myself, Michael Nauss, Chartered Market Technician. So every day, most days now, we're going through kind of my thoughts on what happened day to day in the market and things I'm adding to my watch list for maybe trades tomorrow or a few days down the road. On the week end, what I like to do is we sit back, we look at the weekly charts. I'm recording this a few minutes before the market closes. We look at the weekly charts. We try to figure out from a little bit of a broader term perspective what's going on. And that gives us a good overall type of view, which I really, really like. Sometimes you get, I'm on Twitter Spaces and, different TV and internet programs and all this kind of stuff, just what's going on right now, right now, right now. And I really like kind of stepping back and saying, okay, well, what happened this week? Like today, for example, felt really bad because I was long a bunch of stuff and we were down pretty big. But when we step back, we look, it's still an inside week. So really nothing has happened this week. And that's what we're going to go over here for the episode. Now, lastly, go to statsedgetrading.com, sign up for the email list so I can email you this. You can have access to my watch list and then all of the screenshots that I'm looking at. Just make sure you do that. It's easy. I don't sell your email list or anything to anyone. So go check that out for sure. And without further ado, I just need to change my camera again. So boom. All right, so let's get into it. And we're going to start as always with Bitcoin. I think my camera is being a little difficult. Let me try one more time here. Okay, so we're just going to do this. We're going to do that, and we're going to deal with it. It'll be fine. So here on Bitcoin, essentially we're just looking that nothing has happened this week. So now this is, if I zoom in, this is the last 4 weeks. And again, this is the benefit of what zooming out does. Bitcoin was down a lot this week, and then it bounced a bit, and I shorted a little bit into it. I'm down a little bit on that position, but you zoom out for the week, big upper tail, big lower tail, and no action. So really we're still do nothing on Bitcoin, which is again one of the main benefits of really zooming out here, taking a pause, taking a rest. Another chart I wanted to look at is just Euro. So this is Euro USD. Pulling back, some support right here. Nice kind of, still a down week, but the body's really, really small with some upper and lower tails. Could be a bounce occurring coming in here on Euro USD. And then last is gold and silver. So gold, we have an anchored VWAP pinch going on here. Things are getting super tight with the anchored VWAP from below that was support here. And then the anchored VWAP from above, which is resistance here, and then here, and then here. So full disclosure, I bought some gold today on a lower time frame. If we kind of go into the 4 hour, basically when this kind of sold off, I think I was talking about this yesterday, I can't remember, but we broke these lows, this prior support right here, and then we rallied back up, had a couple inside bars here. So when this one broke, this 4 hour bar, that's where I got involved. So currently I'm doing pretty well on it. So now it's to the point where I'm just going to put in a break-even stop and then see if I can get a move. Kind of trail this up as it goes, but I do want to see if I can get through this upper band right here. Silver is kind of the same look where we have this anchored VWAP from the lows, a little bit sloppier, bled through a little bit more right here, but bounced here, here, and here. I didn't take any silver, but I have this one on watch as well. So that's it from the currency spot. Let's go into the overall equity markets. We have the SPY. So again, I'm recording this just because I have another thing on Trader TV coming up. And then I also have a storm barreling down on me. So I kind of want to get this out of the way. So if it's not technically an inside week, when by the time we close in like 10 minutes here, don't kill me. But technically we are inside this week. So we have this candle right here, and then we are inside this candle right here. So even though if we look at the daily chart, we had this gap up and follow through, and it looked like we were going to follow through, but then today was a pretty bad day and we crashed back down. Again, stepping back and just taking a little breather and saying, okay, we're inside. And so, we can still kind of pull back into this area right here if that's what we're looking for. But we're inside week, really nothing going on. A couple things I'm focusing on. One is XLI. XLI is pulling back to this area right here. Oh, I gotta get better at drawing straight lines if I'm gonna use this tool. But yeah, you can see resistance here, and then support right here. And with this, basically just saying that, hey, we broke out, we pulled back to it, and then we're acting as resistance in through this area. Oil continues to be a monster. I'll just bring this up, but there's really no trade to be taken here. We own a couple oil stocks, so we're happy about this, but it just continues to be monster. Seems like it's going to close on the high of the week, which is wild. Last but not least is KRE. This has me interested. You guys know I've been trading around a KRE position for a very long period of time. But if I anchor a view app from the lowest close right here, I remember I bought a little bit as it went through 40 and then sold a bit up here. Then it came back down to the anchored view app. I bought more. It rallied. I sold a bit, and now it's back in there again. So I'm interested in here on KRE at the anchored view app from this low. As long as this can remain intact, I think this is a play to make for it. I have the KRE that I have around 40 bucks a share, though. I'm going to keep unless we break this low. Basically, I'm just making a bet from here to here is my risk, and then just a long-term bet to see if we get back to all-time highs. I've traded enough around the position that I'm comfortable with that now. But what I'm interested in with this pullback right here is essentially just that if we're going to pull back and we're going to hold and we're going to bounce, maybe I don't add to my KRE position, but maybe I take some more speculative trades in the actual underlying securities, right? Actual regional banks, as opposed to looking for that. So one trade that I actually took today, if we go here, was not GROV. Go into the daily charts, although there's 8 minutes left, so I may peek over here, pause the recording for a second, and buy some. Carvana. I'm already in that one. That just triggered because remember I messed up the alert yesterday, but I did buy some of this one at about 16.20. We talked about this being a potential cup and handle look here. Big cup. And then a little bit of a handle right here. So nice big cup and handle look. We got that breakout today on 1.5, so 150% normal volume. Only trade I took today. Again, I love stuff that's rallying like this when the market's selling. Exactly what I want to see. Two things that I added, or no, just one that I added today was the INSM. And this is just from the anchored view app before the gap right here. We have this acting as support. You can see how much this VWAP has been acting as support. And again, good relative strength on this name today. 9% short float, not horrible, not great. But if we break through this and start to continue higher, that is what I'm looking for on INSM. So it's the only one I'm adding today. Now, what I'm going to do, so make sure you're following me on Twitter and Threads and all these things, just in case. Michael Nauss, CMT, you can find them. But what I'm going to do more of is, as I kind of browse throughout the week, and here I am frozen, as I browse throughout the week, my game plan is to add to what I'm seeing out there, right? If I'm basically seeing nothing, then I won't really add to anything. But so that I can get this video for you guys, what I think about the markets. And what I'll do is throughout the weekend, if I have time, I'll scroll through some charts. If I see anything I like, I will then add it to on Twitter. And then on Monday's episode, that watch list will update. So I hope everyone has a safe and lovely weekend. Again, I appreciate the likes and the shares and the comments and all that stuff. And I will talk to you guys on Monday.